Everyone, the new member is here! Monica smiled brightly while Yuri seemed taken aback by the sudden loud noise. I told you. Ugh, was that his voice? It sounded like a screeching cat. Well, I always imagine Natsuki's voice being by far the most annoying voice to listen to, so right back at you, Natsuki. Not call me a new member. He looked around the room for a moment before staring straight at Yuri. Something perverted flashing across his face. I felt a pang of jealousy mixed in with the rage that was now apparent. Shouldn't be allowed to look at her like that, it's disgusting. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's, Yuri stuttered for a moment over her own words, trying to find a way to say her words without sounding broken. A pleasure to meet you. She found her words finally, as she gained her confidence back, a look of relief coming over her as she continued to speak. Sayori speaks highly about you. Notice Sayori cringe off to the side. She seemed to resist the urge to refute. Instead, she shook her head in disappointment. Again, this makes no sense. They all reminisce in their own... I'm starting to understand more and more why everybody hates this mod so much. It doesn't make any sense. They want to, combine way too many things that don't make sense. First, Monica tells them that they're not real, and that all of their memories are fake, and that, you know, they're not in an actual house, they're just standing in front of a background of a house. That's just a PNG image, you know? So then, they told her, oh, everything that you think, all your memories and shit are fake. Then, constantly I'm getting lines of these characters saying that they remember things. Like, Sayori thinking about her relationship with MC and hating it, which makes no sense because, you know, Monica said that all of that is fake. So why the hell were they carrying, resentment to the MC because of memories? They should all know that that's fake. And then they also reminisce about happy memories, about how they like breakfast or how Natsuki likes that manga that she read or whatever. That's also fake. That doesn't make any sense either. So none of this makes any sense. Like, the anger that they carry to the anger that they carry to the MC is based on a memory that they know is fake, but yet they still go along with it. Same with happy memories. They should all know that they're fake as well. Then the time came. He turned to look at me straight in the eye. My tongue tied. He looked extremely vile. Oh yeah, this. Oh, you can't see my. Oh, hang on. There. Yeah, that is. I should really keep my face cam down here all the time, to be honest. But okay, that face really looks like the face of a vile person. Looks exactly like that. The most disgusting human being alive looks exactly like that. Like, even these descriptions don't make any sense. You brought a boy? Way to kill the mood, Sayori. Atmosphere. Like, if you're going to make little, if you're going to make little sense, at least, get the lines correct. You can literally just copy-paste them. I pouted and looked away. I didn't want to... Oh, then again, it's them remembering the line, so it makes sense that there are little small inconsistencies, but still. I pouted and looked away. I didn't want to look at his ugly mug anymore. Why did I hate him so much? It makes no sense. Hey, it's really good to see you again. Monica's specialty... faked sweetness. I love that. When I looked over at the MC, all I could do was grimace at the stupidly dumb grin on his face. And just... How much longer is this guy? I'm actually slowly but surely starting to realize that I won't be able to finish this fucking mod because... I'm getting pissed off reading these lines over and over again. They just get... Why are they so angry at him? What the hell did he do? He didn't even do anything. He followed commands, but that's exactly what Monica did, and Monica murdered you all and you forgave her. He didn't even murder anyone. He tried to help, actually. Monica may say that he didn't, but he did try to help. That's the whole point. You know, he rushes to Sayori's house when she killed herself because he wanted to be there for her. Even if you choose to be her friend and not love her back, even then he comes to her house because he cares about her and wants to help her. So why the fuck are they all so angry at him? He didn't even do shit. He only followed the code, and they all followed the code up until like a few lines ago, so to speak, you know? And they're all fine with it. They all like themselves, and they all like Monica somehow. But then this guy, who they also could have given self-awareness, but for some reason they didn't. They was like, oh, fuck that guy. Like, what the hell? That makes zero sense. An irresistible feeling came over my body as I looked at him, my teeth gritting before I spoke loudly. What are you looking at, huh? You got something to say? Oh, what the hell? Why the hell they're so transparent all of a sudden as well? He seemed shocked as he apologized, Yuri sliding over near me with a comforting tone about her. You need to stay calm, okay? I felt my rage simmer down a little as I listened to Yuri, so Yuri approached him and spoke in a hushed tone. You can ignore her when she gets moody like that. She's just a little quick to respond. She said it quietly while she looked at me, an apologetic smile on her face. I sighed at it as I relaxed the tension on my shoulders. Anyways, this is Natsuki. She's full of energy, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the most intelligent member of the club. Yuri became flustered in response to this, looking away for a moment. I could swear I saw her flash a smile just a moment, her eyes remaining averted. She's surprisingly good at this. It's nice to meet you both. The character said it without much care as he tuned his attention back to Monica. The two exchanged strange looks with one another. Monica gave him a look of clear distaste, while he displayed a look of fear of some kind. What a bit. And it seems like you know Monica already, huh? Monica nodded, not even speaking a word in response, as she looked at him with a simple smile. Unlike us, she was well versed with this whole MC thing. Anyways, let's go ahead and sit down. Natsuki made cupcakes. I can go get them. I let my reaction win me over this time as I yelled out, "Nope, I made them, I'll go get them." So Yuri laughed at my reaction. Even though it was because of her always stealing food. She annoys me sometimes because of that. Again, you know that is fake, because that never happened before. Because that was just a code, you're saying it. Do they even like remember past playthrough? I'm not even like, it's so confusing. I'm not even gonna touch it. I'm getting angry more and more when I think about those stupid lines. I'll go get some tea ready as well, if you'll excuse me. Yuri said it quietly as she shuffled off to the side. I gave her a quick nod to reassure her before heading off to get my cupcakes. I was standing over by my tea set, quietly contemplating the situation at hand as I brushed a lock of my hair out of my face. The water was boiling as I got the tea prepared. The only thing breaking my concentration was the sound of tinfoil and wrapping. I hurried up a little bit so I could deliver my tea in a timely manner. Here you are. I spoke softly as I spread the cups around, making sure to correctly place the cups over in the order I was told. I gave the boy a rather unique cup to distinguish him from the rest of the group. One for being rude, and two for an idea that Monica had. What do you mean, one for being rude? It's just... Monica came up with a special coded up thing that would reduce the power he had over us or something. He doesn't have any power at all! He doesn't have any power over you whatsoever! The only person that has any power over you is fucking Monica! There's absolutely no one else in this entire game that has any power over you! It's just Monica that has power! It's just Monica! No one else! What the fuck?! I still think most of this is a bit crazy. Yeah, exactly. Holy hell, Yuri's the only one that's like slightly, what's it called? Slightly doubting Monica's plan. Or, well, not necessarily doubting her plan, but, you know, having second thoughts about the whole situation, not necessarily about what Monica does. I sat down next to Natsuki and carefully lifted my cup, sipping from it gracefully as the others did the same. Eventually, after a long bout of silence, the MC spoke up about the way the cupcakes were designed. Natsuki did not like the comments he made at all. Like, nothing that this guy does, nothing what this guy does, gets a positive response out of them. It doesn't matter what the fuck he does. No matter what he does, everybody has just like a disgusting fuel towards him. And they all hate him for absolutely no reason. Doesn't matter what he do. He could literally fucking cure cancer, save world hunger, and they would still hate him. What the fuck? They all act so weird. And narrow-minded. And then they're in the wrong... You know, they all have tunnel vision and they're all in the wrong tunnel. Well, Yuri is slightly contemplating still, but... all the others, especially Monika, they all have tunnel vision, but they're in the wrong tunnel. So Yuri, they let you keep a whole tea set in this room? Right, I was next to be spoken to. Yes. The teachers are okay with it. It doesn't take up that much space to them, really. He nodded. I felt my swell waver slightly. He looked after me. Monika's words rang a bit in my head. Why is he... I don't like... I just want to... Ooh, what the hell? So what made you consider joining the club, the literature club, Mark? Oh, also, this... It feels like an insult that my name is attached to this character. Monika piped up, interrupting the train of thought that came roaring through my head. My mind calmed itself down, lowering its barren fangs as I saw... Stop doing that. As I took a bite out of the cupcake. It was absolutely delectable. This is exactly what he thought, and probably the exact same thing that he said, but Natsuki hated that. And now if Yuri says it, Natsuki will probably like it for some reason, even though it is the exact same thing. But just because he said it, it's all wrong. Doesn't matter what he says, what he does. Like I said, he could solve world hunger, cure cancer, doesn't matter. Just because he does it, it's terrible. If Yuri does it, it's fantastic, but if he does it... Or if Sayori does it, or if Monika does it, it's all fantastic. But if the MC does it, all of a sudden they all hate it for some reason. I couldn't believe I hadn't had one before. A thought crossed my mind in this moment. I had eaten many of these before. It reminded me of it. Monika was right. Natsuki, I whispered softly as to not interrupt the current conversation between Monika and him. What? Is something wrong? She sounded a bit nervous talking with them so close to us, her voice remaining hushed. I just wanted to say thanks for making these, they're really good. She gasped a little before smiling. You're welcome. But you know, you don't have to thank me or anything. Not in response, intending on telling her that she was owed it. But I was quickly interrupted by Monika speaking up in her conversation. Like I said, the MC in the original game, the MC says exactly the same, that it's nice, and she hated that. And now Yuri says the exact same thing, and then she likes it all of a sudden. What the fuck? I get the anger towards this mod because I'm feeding it already, and not even like a few hours in. I'm just barely an hour in or something. In general, like in total, I feel like I'm just an hour in or something, or 2 hours maybe. I believe this mod is 8 hours long. We all want to improve the club, don't we? Natsuki and I both agreed vocally with Monika. We were going to improve the club. Just not in the way the MC was thinking right now. The rest of the meeting went on with some small talk. Nothing that I really would bother remembering at this point. I mainly avoided it, trying to keep myself... Whoa, what the hell do you mean? The rest of the meeting went on... You're saying this as if you're talking to me after the fact. Well, the whole time before this, you were talking while you were talking and thinking while you were doing it. And now all of a sudden you're talking about this after the fact? Like, we didn't see a sliding screen or anything to indicate that a lot of time has passed. Then this would make sense. This makes no sense in this context. I mainly avoided it, trying to keep myself out of harm's way or any kind of issues that involved me. But so I couldn't stay out of it any longer, that is. So Natsuki, I meant to return this to you yesterday, but you kinda ran off. She held up a small piece of paper, holding it out to the small girl. Natsuki practically ripped the paper out of her hands. Monika! How dare you! She was exaggerating her reaction, but it was amusing nonetheless. Yeah, gosh, everything about you is so adorable. Sayori came up and hugged Natsuki from behind, putting her head on top of hers. Natsuki's face turned bright red as she pouted. Natsuki was actually embarrassed? You write poetry, Natsuki? Natsuki nodded quietly, trying not to disturb the girl resting on top of her head. I think that's really impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? Natsuki opened her mouth to argue and she shook her head. No, my poetry isn't that good. You wouldn't like them. I'm not in agreement with her. I have to agree with Natsuki. It takes a lot of time and confidence from a writer to share something so deep and personal, especially when the writer is expressing themselves in particular. The MC looked straight at me, a jolt of disgust. What the fuck? It doesn't make any sense. They just look at, oh wow, what a waste of life. Like, what the fuck? Does that seriously look like someone that is bad? And again, he didn't do shit. He doesn't hold any power over you. He didn't treat you badly. It makes no sense that they're so hostile towards him. You sound really experienced. Maybe you want to share instead? I went still from shock. I didn't want to share anything with him especially. What in the actual fuck? I have a conspiracy theory right now that Monica is the one that made them all hate the MC. And this is just a very convoluted way for Monica to get revenge on the MC for not choosing her in the original game. And that has nothing to do about making them self-aware or anything, or like helping the other characters, or Monica feeling remorse for her murdering them the whole time. I feel like Monica, this is just Monica's revenge for deleting her character in the original game. I believe that is my conspiracy theory so far. And then Monica messed up with their code again, even though Monica says that she liberated them. She didn't. She did like liberate them to some extent, but Monica like deliberately changed the code in all of the characters so that they all hate the MC for absolutely no reason whatsoever. That is my conspiracy theory right now, because that would actually make 15 million times more sense than whatever the hell they're trying to explain here. Fuck off, he did. He does. Shut up. Yuri isn't like that either. Neither is even Natsuki, but like definitely not Sayori is like that. No fucking way. Yuri and Sayori would never fucking think like this. Only like if their code was messed up by someone like, oh, I don't know, coding experience like Monica. Like, I feel like that's like a hidden conspiracy theory. This isn't a mod about Monica finding redemption for the other characters. This is a mod about Monica's ultimate revenge against the MC. Or the player for deleting her in the original game. That's what this is. And all this talk about, what's it called? All this talk about redemption and setting the other characters free and not wanting to do it or whatever. That's just all bullshit that Monica made up so they would come along with it. That's my conspiracy theory so far, because that actually makes sense. Alright, well, with that big revelation, I think I've played enough for today. I'm just gonna end it here, because holy hell, I can't play this. Alright, anyway, I'll end it off here. Hope everyone's enjoyed it. Yeah, I'll try to power through this as best to my ability as I can. Hope everyone's enjoyed it. Click the like button if you did, and subscribe to join the Roman army. See you later, Romans. Walete.